Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on cooperative multiplayer with Daggerwin. So I think Daggerwin was starting this field last episode, drilling it with canola. I'm going to continue this now because there's quite a bit more to do. There's this bottom end of the field and then we've got to do the headlands as well. So I'll get straight on with that now and we'll get this field completed. I think Daggerwin's taken over from me on the combine. I was doing a bit of combining last episode, but yeah, I think he's now on that. Just quickly look at the map. Yep, so there's Daggerwin, he's currently harvesting. Excuse the squares, that's just because the map's still loading in. When you first join the game, for some reason in multiplayer, it takes a few minutes for it to work out where everything is, and it puts squares everywhere for some reason, but yeah, it happens every time at the start of each episode. Sometimes it recovers, most of the time it does, but occasionally you still get weird little glitches like the farmyard becomes grass again and you get the odd square leaving, remaining around, so yeah, I don't think that'll happen, but it does occasionally. So that's why that is. I keep getting comments saying, why have you got squares and why has the farmyard got green grass growing through it and stuff. Yeah, that sort of thing. So that's the reason. It's nothing I can redo. It's just a multiplayer glitch. It only happens right at the start usually, so it's not a major issue. Right, so I'm going to continue then doing this drilling. Not too much more to do, but yeah, it will take a few minutes, and then it will also need rolling. I'm not sure whether I'll do the rolling as well, or whether Daggerwin's going to be finished the harvest by then. He might take over on the rolling. I'm not sure, but anyway, for now I will finish off drilling this field with canola.
I've never been the one who's worried, always been the one who's keeping it cool. The kind of guy who chill while others hurry. I didn't know that I've been the fool. I've been telling lies about something real, but I know love is based on honesty. Kept thinking how real love should feel, knowing that it's not just you, it's me, 'cause I was made to be free. I am made to be free. I am made to be free. Well, I am made to be free. To be free. When I know that it's not how you get me. Been thinking about myself and myself only. I've been like that since I was a kid. I've always put my feet wherever I want to. Before I saw who I could be, kept thinking, where did I go wrong? Then realizing where I do come from. Wasn't how real love should feel, knowing that it's not just you, it's me, 'cause I was made to be free. I am 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 made to be free. Well, I am made to be free. That's my choice. What I need to be free. Still thinking how real love should feel, when I know that it's not about you, just me.
Okay, that's the field all drilled with canola. I'm not quite sure why the drill's drifting like that. It's a bit strange, but anyway, yeah, I got the helper going on the roller as well to try and get that done, although it didn't really work in a particularly efficient way there. It just well, couldn't have been much more annoying really. It was just kind of in the way. But I'm hoping it will sort itself out and get the field all rolled. The rest of the field, most of it is actually rolled already, but some of it isn't. Looks like Daggerwin's just finished the harvest. That's good. That field is complete, so we've only got one more field to harvest now, which is the soybeans. Daggerwin actually just said he thinks we should do some more soybeans, which I agree with. They are very profitable and fairly cheap to plant. So yeah, definitely not a bad crop to grow. Let's just get this repaired. I saw that it needed repairing. Yeah, the drill is pretty bad, and I might as well do the tractor as well while I'm here. There we go. So that's all serviced up and ready to go for the next field when we do that. But for now I think I'll put it away because there's lots of other things to do. We've got this field to bale, and we've also got the rest of that other field to roll if the helper doesn't do it, which I'm not I'm not too confident it will do. It should do most of it, I hope, but I think it will miss some bits. Of course, we've got the usual issue where we started it sort of halfway through, because Daggerwin did most of the rolling in that field, and then we've kind of started the helper halfway, and it doesn't like that. They tend to work, as I've mentioned it many times, but the new helper system tends to work really well when you start it from the very start and get the whole field done with the helper. But when you get it to start halfway through the field, that's when you get problems. Usually it just gets it very confused. Let's go and have a look to see what it's actually doing. There we go. So yeah, you can see what needs rolling, and it's, well, I think I might be better off doing it myself. It just seems to be driving around at random, really. It doesn't seem to be doing anything in particular, so yeah, I think, well, is it worth leaving it going, or shall I just do it myself? I think I'll do it myself. I don't like what it's doing. I'm not happy with how it's performing, really, so I'm going to get this done myself, I think, and then come back to you when it's finished.
Sitting on the sidewalk, kicking round dust, you're alone around the run. Well, I can see the fire still in your shadow. None of it is gone. You may be a seeker, but I'm a believer, keeping the hope you need. You don't wanna load it onto my shoulders to carry all of your fears, but I can dry your tears. 'Cause you make it all through the day. Ooh, 'cause you make it all through the day. Ooh.
There we go, that's all done now, so that field is completed, apart from it will need to be sprayed with fertiliser and also herbicide when the weeds grow through. Herbicide will be next month in September, but we could do the fertiliser now, I suppose, although I have had quite a long time in that field today so far. There's Daggerwin over there doing the baling. He's baling the barley straw. He's got a big job ahead of him as well. Yeah, there's quite a lot of straw in that field. And of course, yes, we still need to move all the bales as well from the other two fields. I've done one field so far, but we've still got this field to do and the other field on the hillside that both need to have their bales cleared. So that is another massive job, unless of course we are lucky enough to be able to afford and get hold of a auto stacker for round bales, which I think is unlikely, but you never know. There is that one, but of course that one can't do round bales, which we've got. And I don't think there is a round bale auto stacker in the sale at the moment. Oh, there's two of them. Two of the square bale ones, but no round bale. How annoying. Or I say no, there might not be. I don't think there is. No, there isn't. That's a real shame. 2 square bale auto-stackers and we've got no square bales. Shame you can't use that one for the round as well. Yeah, and we also have not much money again, as usual. So yeah, we're probably not likely to be able to get an auto-stacker in time. But we don't have to move all the bales right away. If we do spring crops, if we're going to do quite a few soybeans next year, we have got until May or April, May time next year to do it. So yeah, not going to put the roller on again. I'm trying to get the sprayer, not thinking. Yeah, let's get the sprayer on, and I can do the fertilizer with the sprayer, which is not what's in it at the moment. That IBC there is the fertilizer, but I don't think we'll have enough to do the whole field. It's going to use quite a lot. Unfortunately, canola is one of the most fertilizer intensive crops. It needs an awful lot of fertilizer on it. So yeah, we're going to be spending quite a bit of money here, and we don't have a lot. We only have 3,900 in the bank. Well, I'll try and buy another IBC. Hopefully we don't lose that one there. It's a bit in the trees there. We do want to expand our track network, our road network, and build some more buildings and stuff as well. But as I said last episode, it's a really good idea, and we hopefully will do it, depending on how long this series runs for. But obviously the main issue here is the money. And as you can see, that's not in a good supply at the moment. We do have a lot of crops in storage, so hopefully very soon we will have more money to do stuff like that. But at the moment it is a bit of a challenge to be able to afford to do anything at all, let alone build a city or a town. Yeah, even just getting the fertiliser on the field is a challenge. Let's go into the shop. Of course we are allowed to buy the herbicide and IBCs and stuff new, because there's not really any option to do anything else. So yeah, fertiliser, liquid fertiliser, no, we can't buy, we have to buy 1, okay. That's not good. I don't think this is even going to be enough to cover the whole field with the amount of fertiliser that canola uses. But I'll do what I can. Well, the good news is that it didn't use as much fertiliser as I thought it was going to, so that's good. We've got the field fully fertilised. Daggerwin said if you move forward apparently people are still in the comments, if you move time forward it gives a more accurate spray amount or application rate of nitrogen if the crop's already germinated. I'm not sure whether that's true, but that's what people have said, so we've done that, and that hopefully has made it more accurate and put the right amount on. Now we need to spray again with weeds, herbicide though for the weeds, because there's loads of weeds in that field as well, so got lots of spraying to do. Yeah, there you go, there's the weeds. These are empty fields now, and these two areas here are the soybeans, which are, I think, almost ready to harvest. Yes, they're dark green now, so they're not quite ready, but they will be ready next month. So Daggerwin's moved on again to October. I think he was hoping that they'd be ready, but we're not going to move on again. That's too much moving on, I think, in one episode, so I will get on now with spraying the herbicide. I'm sure he can get on with moving some of the bales. I've just suggested he should move some bales, because there are loads to do. We're hoping that a round bale autostacker will appear in the used sales. No sign yet. I've just checked again, there's still no sign of one, which is disappointing, so I was hoping we would get one. But of course we really need the money as well, so we don't even have the money to be able to afford to buy it anyway, even if the one did appear. Now the disappointing thing though about doing that is that of course the weeds have got a bit taller, which means that even though we can still spray them off, I think they are not going to disappear like they would have done, or not, they don't disappear, but they not as visible when you spray them early, whereas if you wait until they get more established like this, you always end up with the weeds showing through the crop. No matter what, however tall the crop is, you still see the weeds, which is a shame. Makes it look messier. It doesn't really matter, I don't think it affects anything precision farming wise. I think it still gives you the same bonus, but yeah, I prefer to spray the weeds earlier on. And yeah, because Daggerwin moved time forward again, the weeds now are fully established, which means they are messier looking in the field, which I personally don't like. I would have preferred to have sprayed them first, but Daggerwin does need a job to do. I don't think he had anything to do after the baling, so yeah, although I did, like I said, I told him to move some bales, so I'm hoping he's going to do that if he doesn't have any harvesting to do. I think he is doing, yeah. Well, that's good anyway, at least we'll get some of the bales moved. I did all this field, so I think it's only fair that he does the field as well, because it's not the easiest job in the world in multiplayer, particularly. It's oh dear, I've got caught on the tree. There we go. Yeah, stacking bales in multiplayer is difficult. It's not exactly easy in single player, but when you've got the additional lag as well, there's always that slight delay. Even if you've got a good internet connection, there's always that slight delay which you don't get in single player, which just makes it a lot harder. So it isn't an easy job at all, but it's quite fun. It's sort of fun. It's fun when it's not too laggy. But yeah, certainly with this amount of bales, with the amount of bales we've got now, I think it is the amount that an autostacker would be very useful. So I'm hoping that we will get one at some point. Anyway, I'll get on with doing the herbicide spraying.
I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life, but I never really put up a fight, didn't follow my dreams, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say. Slow it down, dreams still yours if you want it. Enjoy the ride, 'cause those ups and those downs is what makes it worth the while. You will make it in time. I never left a stone unturned, trying to find some love in this crazy world. I feel like I was never heard. All I wanted was to be loved. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say. You will find a way. Slow it down, dreams still yours if you want it. Enjoy the ride.
Okay, so the field is totally finished. I know I've worked in that field the entire episode, which is not what I was intending to do, but it just takes a long time to do everything. Daggerwin has been working there, of course. He's been lining up those bales. That's good. That's a good job done there. So at least now, when we come to sell them, it's not as much work to travel around the whole field picking up bales. We've got them all in one area, so that'll be useful. Hopefully we will get an auto stacker, but it just depends really on whether, because we've got this rule on this series that we have to buy it from the used sale, and if we don't have one in the used sale, we can't buy it. So even if the money's available, which it isn't at the moment, but if it is available at some point, we still can't buy it unless it's in this sale, because that's the rule of the game. So we can only use equipment that we can access, which is available. So yeah, that is what the plan is, but hopefully it'll work out, but we don't know. It depends if it appears in the sale. But this field's now sort of partially cleared, and then we've got this one here which also has bales in it, which also needs clearing. So that's another job to do. I'll just go over there and show you. Not that you shouldn't need to show them, because I've been working next to this field the whole episode, so you'll have seen them. But yeah, this is the bales in this field, which again there's a lot of them, and this one is on a slope, which is going to make handling round bales quite a challenge. Working on a slope is never easy, especially with round bales. So yeah, this could be a challenge without an auto stacker, that's for sure. But at least 2 out of the 3 fields with bales have been cleared. One's been completely cleared. The one I did is actually being planted again, so that's totally done. And the one Daggerwin did, at least they're in a pile. So yeah, we can load them onto a trailer if and when we need to do that, which actually won't be long now. It's October now, so it won't be too long before we sell them. In probably November or December, we'll be selling the straw. Yeah, well, December's the best month, but November it does shoot up as well. So yeah, it won't be too long before we start selling the straw, which will be good. Daggerwin's done, so yeah, we will be finishing there, I think, as well. I was hoping to do more around the other parts of the farm today, but yeah, as you know, it's been kind of all in that field. But the combine's ready to go. Daggerwin's moved it here to the next field, which is just this little bit of soybeans here, and then we've also got the really big, well, I say really big, the big soybean field, which is here, which is almost ready. 1 more month and it'll be ready, and it'll be a very good yield by the looks of it. Perfect pH and nitrogen. So that'll be a really good soybean crop, which we'll be selling in June next year when the price is good. And yeah, we'll be selling some of our other crops very soon, because yeah, it's almost winter time now. The oats will be good in December. The canola in November. Wow, yeah, not long until we get to sell the 54,000 litres. That'll bring in some money. That will. Yeah, pleased about that. And also the barley as well. So yeah, looking promising, hopefully, in the next few episodes. But we'll leave it there for today. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.